Marsh, here she is. Woo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Today we are going out on a little bike ride. It has been delayed slightly because we couldn't find Miss Bailey.
She was away on a little adventure.
It's quite a nice day. And what are we doing today? We are going to Christmasify?
Yes. Christmas is about to arrive.
Well, in a few weeks. And we want to make our house a little bit more festive. So we're going on a little bike ride, going to do a little bit of foraging and make a start with sorting out a Christmas tree and some Christmas decor items for our house, all from the area around us and all handmade, of course. So this week has been a great week because our lovely hens have started laying. Well, some of them have, mainly the two white birds. So the first one to lay was Muriel, because I found her sitting in the nesting box. And then we have one mystery blue egg. We're not sure which hen this has come from, but we've only had one. This was a few days ago. We've been trying to keep an eye, but still just the one blue egg. And the rest of the eggs from the white birds are green. These are from Muriel and Tallulah. So just going to see if we've any more eggs this morning, and hopefully we should have enough to have a nice omelette this evening. Oh, just the one.
Not in them ones. Green.
Another green one. Was it you that gave us the blue one, Wilma?
It may have been Wilma. Thank you for the eggs.
Thanks, girls.
Some eggs for omelettes.
We're so excited. So we've had, what do we have? Fried eggs on toast.
Yep.
And then we had egg fried rice.
Yes.
And we've just been wanting to gather enough for an omelette. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 eggs here. It'd be nice to get one more just so it's a nice sizable meal.
Fingers crossed.
Omelette,
There's still time.
hopefully. And yeah, we're not going to know what to do with ourselves whenever we actually are getting, at times, potentially 6 eggs a day. Such a novelty at the moment, and all I want to eat is eggs, but they're not coming as quick as we would like.
Hello, Nancy.
I am very happy because we're about to make a nice big omelette, and it's completely from the garden except the cheese, and you know, cheese is nice in an omelette, but we have some rocket to go on top, some fresh chilli, I foraged this mushroom, a little red onion, and of course the eggs. Looking good.
Looking good.
Very yellow, isn't it?
It is.
My mushrooms. Thank you, Miss Muriel and Tallulah.
Thank you for the omelette. Looks delicious.
We've been off on a Christmas tree hunt.
Looking everywhere for a nice little tree.
Obviously we want a pine tree. We know the pine trees we have aren't exactly the traditional Christmas tree type, but it'll do the job. It doesn't really matter. We think we found our one. just cutting our Christmas tree to size for the pot.
Really nice.
I think so, yeah. Ho ho ho. Smooth. Straighten her up. It almost looks bigger inside, doesn't it? That looks quite cool though. Oh, better than it was.
Like that?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Hello again everyone. The day is getting on, so I am about to make a start at attempting to make a Christmas wreath to hang on our doorway to our house. It's getting a little bit chilly, but as you can see on the table in front of me, I have a selection of foliage which we have foraged today from in and around our land. So we have 3 different types of sort of pine. We have some English ivy, we have some pine cones, and I'm going to make the wreaths out of, well, I'm going to try to make the wreaths out of vines which we've cut back. And to hold it all together, I plan to use some of this wire. Now, if you were to buy this wire in a craft shop or a hardware shop, it would come in a nice neat roll. Unfortunately, ours is in a big tangled mess that's just been set aside, but we are reusing the wire, so that's always good. So everything is from in and around the land. Time to try to make some wreaths. Well, let's start with one wreath and then we can see how successful that is. I want it to be quite big, I think. Maybe too big. Maybe like this size would be quite cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'm going to add some more vine just to make it a bit thicker. So what I'm going to do is use some wire to tie. I'm going to use some wire to tie each little bit on, and then I'll just keep adding more and more to it right round, and we'll see how we go. I'm going to start with putting some of the piney sort of stuff on first, and then I'll add some ivy for just added decor, and then maybe some pine cones at the end.
I am going to make a little ornament for outside. I have these 2 logs left, which I haven't split for firewood yet. So, time to make a little ornament. I am planning on making a reindeer to sit on our veranda, possibly. I would have rather had ones with bark on them to add a bit more detail, but this is what I have, so it will still work. I've gathered a few bits up, 2 logs, some wee sticks, and time to start. I've now got all the holes drilled, the body and the head. Now time to just narrow down the ends of the sticks to fit in.
I think I'm gonna call it a day about here because it's getting dark, but looking pretty good I think so far. Tomorrow I'll just add some extra little detailed bits, but that's sort of like the base of it. Yeah, pretty cool. I got a little bit carried away and decided to just keep working on it, so this is it so far. Really pleased with how it's turned out for a first attempt, And the final little bit I'm doing at the moment is just popping on some pine cones. So everything is just secured with wire, and I'm planning to do the same with pine cones. Ooh, there's a bug on there. Get off. Earwig. So to do that, I'm using ones that are opened already, so that I can tuck the wire through and behind the open bits. Just like this. Pine cone here would do well. It's getting quite thick now. Presenting the finished wreath. Here is the finished wreath in daylight. Will has thought of a good place to put it, which is even better. I was thinking at the front door, but our front door's under the veranda and it's not the prettiest under here, whereas Will has found a good place inside to put it, so I'm quite excited to get that up.
I've now got all the parts ready for our little reindeer, big reindeer, and to start putting it together.
Hello, Rudolph. Yes.
Rudolph has lost a bit of his antler.
That's really cool.
Just a little tail and some eyes and nose to do. Quite tall, isn't he?
Yeah. So we have obviously put our tree up into our living room, but we don't have anything to put on top. So I'm thinking I'm going to make a little star just out of this bit of wood. I'm just going to draw out a star, cut it out. I think I've got some gold spray paint, so I spray it gold and then hopefully it'll just slide on the top of the tree. There we go, time to cut it out. Golden pine cones. I'm really loving the goldy coloured pine cones, and I'm kind of tempted to give the pine cones that are on the wreath a very light spray. I did it. Just gives them a nice little shine. So that's the wreath fully finished. Time to attach some string to these remaining pine cones to hang on the tree. Can you guess where we thought would be good for the wreath? It's back the front.
You tell me what height you think.
That looks pretty good, maybe a wee bit higher. Yeah. Here on your tippy toes.
Yeah.
That looks good.
Oh yes.
We thought up there would be good because every time we come into the kitchen, you will see it. I also put together this little table centre with the leftover foliage. We are just adding a few finishing touches to Sticky Rudolph.
To our Rudolph. One thing it needs is a red nose.
Of course. Obviously.
Obviously.
I like.
Red nose.
I like.
And the other thing it needs is two eyes, which we have two white eyes.
Good job.
I think right there.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
He looks really cool.
For the eyes, is just draw a little black eyeball, eye center. What I could do is take the screw out And we can draw in underneath where it's going to be.
Yeah, because he's going to look like a psycho. Ooh. I'll fix you, don't worry.
A boy, Rudolph.
What?
He is. He has a wee,
We tinker.
wee tinker.
Time to get Rudolph into his position.
Oh, Rudolph. I think there will be a good spot.
I agree. He looks great. Today we are just making some gingerbread men, some ginger bickies. Getting in the Christmas spirit. I'm going to make up the dough sort of for it, and then I'll roll it out and cut the little gingerbread men out using my little cutter. Here we have the gingerbread dough all rolled out. Time to cut out some gingerbread men. All the little gingerbread men.